It's about to go down.
It's lovely pass, and here he turns cleverly. Can he find a finish? Oh, he can!
Skilled by Joshua, and a return right hand. Good counter right. Bullen is hurt. Second right hand. That clipped him as well. Now he goes in for the kill.
Well, Ricciardo is inching into the lead, and Ricciardo that win the Italian Grand Prix!
Gabella running the floor.
Still leading the way with Canada in there too, with the Netherlands.
And Musa makes it 4 goals in 2 World Cup matches.
The Monaco Grand Prix! Ricciardo triumphant in Monza.
Through Bowden, Barrett, and an early touch and an excellent...
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Hello, welcome. NCF actually ratify that constitution, target top 3 when it comes to cricket over in Africa. Also looking at big wins in the Nigerian Professional Football League, where we actually saw defending champions talking about Aqua United getting to trash Kano Pillars in the opening match of the Nigerian Professional Football League. Also, Aqua United were actually cruise in that particular one. While also we are looking at 60 players storm camp in Abuja for the Hockey African Cup of Nations that will actually take place in Ghana. Also, no regret choosing Nigeria over Germany. That's actually coming from Leon Balogun at this point in time. Also, we are going to be looking at the foreign scene. It seems Arsenal at this point in time are fine with us in that. But this is our welcome you to yet another edition of Sport Orbit right here on the Leadership Podcast today. My name is Olawale and I'll be your host for today. As you can see, Salifu Usman Alpha Archer also joining me today to talk sports. This lovely afternoon. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm good.
Good afternoon, Alpha. How you doing? How's the weekend? We did so United, getting to play due to COVID restrictions.
COVID has been, affecting a lot of teams, and United haven't played almost only getting 2 weeks now. So we hope that the situation will be resolved and we can get back on the pitch.
Of course, let's see how the game starts to pan out, but we head straight to our first story at this point in time, where the Nigerian Cricket Federation has finally vetted and ratified and endorsed its constitution for all practitioners of the sport in the country. This was actually done in the AGM annual general meeting that was actually held in Abuja over at the weekend. And at this point in time, the leadership of the Nigerian Cricket Federation are saying that they want to do everything possible for them to actually target top 3 when it comes to the African ranking, and also looking at the world ranking. They want to be one of the best country that get to play cricket. Salifu, how will you react to the ratifying of the constitution of the NCF? Will this actually usher in a new development when it comes to cricket in the country?
Yeah, let me just say congratulations to the NCF. It's a good step and the right step in the right direction. And it's coming at the right time because they just come out of the election 3 months ago. And going to that elections, you remember vividly that the Minister of Finance Board mandated these federations that have not yet have their own constitutions to as much as possible, that they get their constitution place and so that in line with their body. And I think this is the right step for the new board led by OE Apata. And how it goes with that, maybe by the time they get this endorsement and ratification being ratified by the international body, that would bring the committee stream, and then they will be all completely independent on their own, and they'll now conduct their own affairs when it comes to elections, just like it is done in the EFN, EFN, the Nigerian Football Federations, and the NBBF their own. Their crisis is still legal. So I think it's a good one, positive direction, and if you that direction and attempts, it will be among the top 3 in Africa. And how it goes, we hope that they will be able to. But one must admit that if you look at Nigeria, if you look at cricket, critically, in the last 4 to 3 years, Nigeria has been, in terms of cricket, there's a lot of awareness being created for the game of cricket, unlike before.
So the last 17 exploit.
Exploit, and then that is a good one, and it appears that the new board led by Oye Akpata are trying to build on success story, and they are directed that they want to introduce 250,000 Nigerians.
I was actually not coming to that.
Into sport every year. I think that is a positive development, and if they can be able to implement their plans and based on their support. One thing everybody must admit that the awareness of the game of cricket is gradually growing in Nigeria.
Alpha, looking at what the president is saying, talking about Akpata, saying that he wants to introduce 250 Nigerians to the game of cricket every year. Do you see that happening, or we just get to see it in the pages of paper and they actually get to end it?
Well, I think 250,000, right?
Yes.
For me, I think that would be exaggerating it a bit to be candid, because to engage 250,000 people in any event for that matter every year, it's not a little feat, you know. Be that as may, I'm sure maybe the point I was trying to make a pass across is that every year we will ensure that a good number of youths are being introduced to this game. Yeah, irrespective of the number, I think it's notable, because the truth is, for games like these that are not games who Nigerians are natural games Nigerians, you have to do a lot of enlightenment, create a lot of awareness. You have to provide a lot of incentives for youths to even actually be attracted to these kind of games. It's not like, for instance, maybe like football or basketball that, you know, almost every young boy or girl in Nigeria growing up, the games that, you know, come easily to them is either football or basketball, because wherever you go, you easily see people playing these games. I mean, and they are both very easy games to play. I mean, even on your streets, it's just your basketball. Sometimes even on a tree, you can do your rim and the game goes on. You know, so but
also you can play cricket anywhere.
No, fine, but don't forget that things like cricket, you don't need a bat. You need all of those things. So that's why games like this are a bit more technical, a bit more difficult for Nigerians, because it's not like in football where once you have a ball, you are good, or basketball. But when it comes to things like cricket and these other games, you need to do a lot of enlightenment. You need to put a lot of effort to encourage the young ones to get in. But I think good one for him. But the main thing is stick to the plan, ensure that irrespective of the number, it mustn't be 250,000. Like I said, that's even stretching it too much. Even if it's 2,000 every year, even if it's 200, even if it's just 200 people who are getting, you know, to play the game of cricket, newcomers into the game every year. For me, I think it's a good step in the right direction. So, congrats to them, and one can we hope that he follows through with his plan.
But sorry, if I may come here, I don't want to sound as if I'm defending the NCF. I don't think, yes, 250 by any calculation, by any measure, you can feel is a solution that is important, but I don't think nothing is impossible in the world. For instance, in Nigeria, we are made up of 36 states, plus Abuja, 37. And only recently, about 4 months ago, the Cricket Federation received equipment worthy of billions from Australia, from a partner in Australia. And those equipment were just made up plastic made up of bat, ball, and boring, so I can ensure that those things will be distributed to all the milk and cream of the country, all the going down to the classroom. And that, if I believe there's something, maybe they are trying to judge it based on this, the distributing this. But for instance, if you hold a program in out of the 60, and the program regional who have been allowed who use competition and those training at the classroom, definitely at every school, small kids, you can take them for Kogi State, for instance. You are saying, let's say 50 people or 100 people came to practice. You may not be saying coming to the game, may not be saying they are becoming a professional, but just to get awareness of practice, and then practice and partaking in it. Definitely, you are being into telling you what the game is. If you don't know it, you will not have an idea. That's what they are trying to say. say that
What I'm
they
saying
close
is,
their gate,
that's
not become
what I said.
actually
Because
becoming a
the
professional
number, yeah,
sport.
exactly.
No.
Whenever you look at it, that number is still
Just to create awareness of the
exactly.
sport
Yeah,
of
basically.
the country. Hopefully, the constitution will be sent to the foreign body, and after that, it will be sent up to the sports ministry for further, approval, and it will become, a binding, document for the Nigerian Cricket Federation going forward. But away from that, we are straight to football at this point in time, where we saw the return of the Nigerian Professional Football League after 4 months of absent action. We saw the title holders, Aqua United, actually defeated Kano Pillars 3-0 right there at the next of Champions Stadium in Uyo. At this point in time, Kennedy Bugwe side, five cylinders, are looking forward to actually retain this particular tournament. But this is just match day one. It's actually coming from a whole lot of fans. We should wait out for match day 37. Then we'll know if they will be actually be bringing home or retaining the MPFL title at this point in time. We also actually saw some match watching encounters also. It all started on Friday. The MFM actually lost at home to Raymond Stars, and 9-9 was actually a team that actually came from relegation, defeated former champions Plateau United 1-0. It ended Gombe United and Shooting Stars played a 0-0 draw. Kwara United versus Upper Starland, it was 3-0 in favor of Abdullah Bufo side. Also, Sidobi Stars and Rivers United getting to play the 1-1 draw at the Macaulay Stadium. Hadlan and Nasser played a 3-3, 6-goal thriller in that particular one. We saw Eyimba getting to win the Oriental Derby against the Abia Warriors 2-1. Kasuna United, Enugu Rangers were just 2-1 better than Castina United in that particular one. And that is the result of this, the first day with one of the Nigerian Professional Football League. But there was a certain controversy that actually came on game between the Tories and Shooting Stars FC. Wiki Tories actually they came to Ijebu. They went to see the stadium. They trained with all their players. But during the match, I think they were having it like a transfer ban, so they didn't actually get to honor that particular match. And at this point in time, the LMC are not waiting to award the necessary 3 points to Shooting Stars, because Shooting Stars actually came out for the match on Sunday, but Wiki Tories did actually show up, and Wiki Tories are telling the LMC that they should actually postpone the match to yet another date for them to actually play with Shooting Stars FC at this point in time. But quickly, let's get a reaction on the match day one, and let's see how we can able to move from there.
Yeah, of course. Interesting matches started like we expected. At least finally, the league is back. Of course, for me, the most shocking of the results was Remo Stars versus MFM, going all the way to Lagos to pick, the prayer warriors to beat them two solid goals. Not forgetting that.
They didn't play
exactly, that's the point I'm making. MFM actually,
forget their chaplains.
they actually were the ones who said the match should be moved from the original Agege Stadium to the Onikon Stadium.
Yes.
Initially, Remo Stars protested, but they had to just leave everything like that, and they went on to play the game. And of course, Remo Stars came out smoking.
But when you was finally played, it's not like the testing balloons.
Yes, it was finally played.
Finally at the testing balloons. Sorry. So
on that front,
exactly. So what I was able to glean from this encounter was that Remo Stars, for instance, coming into this league from the MPL, they look like a side that is fully prepared.
Of course, they have all the money.
They have all the money. They've acquired new players. They look like a side that's fully prepared to make a statement in the MPFL this season.
And they pick up from where you stay, and they actually make the right statement by beating the first game, and not just beating on the away match.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, but to me, that's to you, they just had the victory against MF was shocking. But to me, the shocking result is the 3-0 defeat to Kano Pillars. I
wouldn't say that.
I didn't see that one forthcoming.
That was
Because
season friendly.
Preseason, yes.
So,
But if you look at it vividly, Kano Pillars
Well, then let us say
Canopy
because-
Class Aqua United should be match to match each
Of
other.
course.
Not really that Canopy will be beaten by 3-0. To me, that it's a more disappointing and a bad way for Salis to start with. I think the first match 3-0 to Aqua United is a very disappointing result. And at the same time, another match to do another shocking result is that any Rangers when we get all the way to Casino, get the victory. That is also good. And, but let's see how it starts. We finally the league has started, and let's hope that at the start, there will be anything. There's nothing stopping the league until the end of the season. And let's say halfway, kudos to LMC. To me, they proved me wrong, but I was hoping that they will not keep on with the 17 games.
Of course, for now we need to go for a short break. When we come back, we still have a whole lot to talk about in hockey, in also looking at the English Premiership, and also what Leon Balogun is actually saying at this point in time. Don't go nowhere after the short break.
For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Welcome from that short break. You still sport orbit right here under the Leadership of Podcast studio. We are straight to our next story at this point in time when Amara Iwanawu has actually hailed Heartland players after that 2-3 draw with Nassau United during the match day one of the Nigerian Professional Football League in yesterday right there in Imo. We saw them playing a 3-3 6-goal thriller in that particular one. And at this point in time, he's actually getting to heal the team and actually charging them for them to actually go all the way and ensure that they get to finish in the top four. Just to let you know that Heartland was formerly known as Iwayawo FC before Iwayawo International before they actually changed the name to Heartland, and it was actually given to the state government to actually manage at this point in time. But let's see how their performance will be in this ongoing MPFL season. Away from that, we head straight to hockey at this point in time, where 60 players have actually stormed Abuja for preparation ahead of the African Cup of Nations when it comes to hockey. It's actually going to be taking place in Ghana at this point in time, and Ghana has been a dominant house when it comes to hockey in the African continent at this point in time. So Nigeria will be looking at them, getting to displays, Ghana when they get to play in that particular in that particular competition. It will be the 11th edition for the men and 8th edition for the women at this point at time. Country that will be participating in that competition. We have Egypt, Ghana, Kenya, Namibia, Nigeria, South Africa, and Uganda, who are actually at this point in time they're defending champions. But Salifu, are you confident with the caliber of player invited to come? Are they going to ensure that we get to win this particular title for the very first time?
Well, talking of getting to the win is going to be a very tough task. Because when you come to Turkey, you are not too strong when you do talking about hockey. But although recently we are trying to come up. for instance, the Niger Fleet and the others are trying to do, and even when
Kaduna team also
even when they
yes.
went for a club championship recently, they didn't do badly. Let's hope that there will be those players apart from that did Nigeria proud win the club championship, and the same players that are being invited to the club to represent the country, maybe they'll be able to build on that and at least try to raise our morale and then build our image like in the game of hockey. But kudos to the hockey federation. It is good that they're inviting almost 60 players to the camp, and we should be able to pick the best out of the team and then to compete for the country. But the most important, I encourage them to ensure that the players in the camp doesn't lack anything. But the most important, the way from the players is utmost important. But that is the only way you can motivate the player to go all out and do well.
Of course, we don't really get to see much of the hockey league in the country. We just get to see what is really happening maybe in Hamburg just for 2 weeks, and it is hockey league at this point in time. How best can we improve the game of hockey, not just at the elite level, but also at the grassroots level?
Like always for this kind of games, like I say repeatedly, games that do not come naturally to Nigerians, you need plenty of awareness. That's just key. And this awareness starts from secondary school level. I remember back then, even we in secondary school then, when baseball was beginning to take root gradually in Nigeria, there are some Nigerians who were in America who were trying to bring the game in Nigeria. So they used to go to school by school, and do demonstrations. Sometimes they will hold some practices. So we'll come out to look. So from there, a few students started taking interest in the game like that. So I think a lot of enlightenment, a lot of awareness, and on the sport practice, play the game, see how it's done, so that people can take interest. And so for a lot of games like this, you need plenty of awareness for it to really take root for in Nigeria.
If I may add to what Alpha said, that is the right thing. Our problem is that unfortunately most that are coming out to manage our sport, their most interest is just money.
Exactly.
But there are some sports that just like Silver said, that we don't even need to go out and compete internationally.
Exactly.
What we need to do is to build the game.
Exactly.
Sometimes you don't see much of effort at home, but when it comes to
one will just have 3-4 people can play the game, then we want to go for a competition.
when they have international competition, they say they want to go for competition.
Exactly.
What are you going to do at international level? When on the home front you are not able, you don't have any structure in place.
How come don't you see India playing football at the highest level? Because the game is not that developed. To the point where they will start going for competition.
Where they have the likes of cricket.
Exactly.
But unfortunately, in our own case, because those guys, all this, they are not going yes, they are going to.
No,
the interest is the money. Let the hundred come and bring money that will go to that.
Exactly.
So it is not. Let us look inward, develop, and make great awareness on the game in the country. Yes. There are some most schools go to those that they even at the second level who they will know what is hockey.
Okay, yeah,
of course, that's true. Away from hockey, let's just to this at this point in time where the Ekpeyons are talking about David and Rebecca and actually emerged, the champions over the next generation Masters title. And I was actually decided in Lagos over the weekend. And at this point in time, the two, the brothers and sisters, they're actually cruising 5 with all cylinders in the game of tennis in the country. And let's see how that gets to pans out if the Nigerian Tennis Federation, led by Akindoju, if they will actually put on an eye on those, two, brothers and sisters to ensure that they get to reach their ultimate level in the nearest future. Away from that, we are straight to football at this point in time. Where no regret choosing Nigeria over Germany. This is coming from Nigerian Super Eagles defender Leon. He's coming from Leon Balogun at this point in time. He does not regret, playing for Nigeria at this point in time. But you actually getting to talk about Leon Balogun saying that he is not actually getting to regret not playing for Germany. But at this point in time, if Leon Balogun would have actually be get to represent Germany, really get to play at top level the way he's actually played for the Nigerian team at this point in time.
No, but one thing you have to give to him that either he will have get a chance to play for the German national team or not. But the fact that he's saying that the fact that he chooses Nigeria over Germany, he has chosen over organization. Yes, but there are many Nigerians. There are many Nigerians who play for other countries who know quite well that they don't have what it takes to play for other countries, but they still insist that they're playing for that part. Then after using them either for a friendly match or for one match, and they drop them. There are many examples we can call on. Many examples. For instance, he played for Germany under 17 or 20 level, but he came back and for credit to him, he has been able to play at the World Cup, and he's been a very player for the team. He's played at the World Cup. He has played at the World Cup, played at AFCON, and he's going for the next AFCON by the special grace of God. So definitely for him, he has no regret. He has achieved his ambition and he has what to do. Unlike other players who know quite well that they can't make it, but they still want to play for a bigger country, a bigger football country where the rest economic. For instance, Tammy Abraham is a perfect good example. Give the ball. There are many examples you can know. Up to today, John Fashion is still regretting. He's still regretting his decision. Up to today, he's still regretting his decision. Looking at his age, he's still regretting his choosing playing for mistakenly play for example ahead of one Nigeria. So there are many examples about him. For him, kudos to him. He's a German by mother and a Nigerian by father. Definitely, his father side, father country, and to him, he has achieved what he wants. And then that is kudos.
But what would be your advice to the Nigerian descendants who are not getting to actually see that they want to actually play for other countries rather than them playing for them?
The thing is, you can't really persuade or force anybody. It depends on if you feel you have what it takes to make it in the country of your birth, fine. But if Nigeria calls you, you turn Nigeria down, and you go to those countries, they use you once or twice and dump you. I hope you shouldn't cry coming back again. So it's a decision that you need to think it very well. Because the truth is, a lot of times, whether I like it or not, European countries, they always want to people who are true and true. If you are British, you are British. Even if you are black, let it be that your father and mother are black, but they are both British. Than as against one parent being a Nigerian immigrant. So it's always played out several. We've seen it. No matter how talented you are, it always plays out like that. So that's why for Balogun, like you said, he has played in the World Cup. He'll be playing in the AFCON. So and there are a lot of players like that who are looking up to him and who they're hoping to represent Germany and haven't gotten the chance yet. So for him, kudos to him. At least when it comes to international football, he can count himself lucky that at least he has played football at the highest level, even at the international level.
Of course, he has played 42 times for Nigeria, and he has actually scored one against the Central African Republic. Away from that, we are straight to England at this point in time, where Manchester City at this point in time consolidate on their previous victory, and they went further to actually trash Newcastle 4-0 at the St. James's Park on a Sunday. At this point in time, Pep Guardiola does not want to actually remove his leg on the pedal, getting to banking goals at every point in time. We saw them. They actually defeated the City 7-0 during the midweek, and now getting four impressive 0 in that particular one. Also, we actually saw Chelsea yesterday. They did actually get dropping points once again. Them and Liverpool actually dropped points. Chelsea played the 0-0 no draw with Wolves, right? Liverpool and Tottenham actually played a 2-2 draw in that particular match. What a match watching the counter in that particular. Why the likes of Arsenal at this point in time also cruising 4-0 winners over Leeds United that actually stamped up. We like say putting authority in the top 4 at this point in time, but we wait and see how that gets to pass out. But pretty solid from. Let's look at what really happened at the weekend. We actually saw coronavirus not actually allowing some matches to actually go on. Does it mean that the English league might actually go on break because of the high rising of the COVID-19 in UK?
I don't think the English league will afford another break, no matter how the COVID is. But if it becomes obvious that they cannot continue, then we will report. I don't think they'll pray for that. They will pray. Even the fans and who are viewing it from outside England will not even want the game to go because it's one of the things who keep people busy over
Of course.
So, and if coming to say that Arsenal is standing on the authority on the top 4, I think we have to wait until because we see that the excessive fans, the Man U fans and their life will not be will not be comfortable with you because most of the time they have to back up of matches that they'll remind you that no.
But they have to win the matches for them to actually.
But they'll remind you say don't celebrate that we have to.
No, I'm not.
They'll tell you they'll tell the Arsenal fan that don't celebrate. We have the backlog of matches waiting for you. So they are very comfortable that whatever you are in top 4 now, either you're in number 1, you don't bother because as far as concerned, they have points to collect from somewhere to cover up. So the one is that kudos to Arsenal, they are trying at the moment. But my worry with Arsenal that when you see them begin to pick point, because until I see Arsenal versus Chelsea, Arsenal versus Man, Arsenal versus Liverpool, Arsenal versus Man, and getting to win this match before I'll believe that it is working. Not all this quick.
Let's get your reaction.
Kudos to that.
Quickly, games. It seemed like when the league started, everybody after 5 games, everybody had even given the title to Chelsea already. But the Premier League shows that the title is not won after 5 or 10 matches.
After 20 matches.
Exactly. So that's how it is for now. And that was a thriller anyway between Liverpool and Tottenham. I never expected Spurs to match up Liverpool the way they did.
Spurs actually missed the whole lot of chances.
Yeah, no doubt. And of course, with the kind of coach they have in charge, that was no surprise. So, an interesting one.
Of course, this is why we're trying to cut in for Sport Rugby today. It has been nice talking sports with Salif Usman and Afua Acho in the studio. Of course, my name is Olawale and we'll make a return tomorrow, bigger and better. Yet another edition of Sport Rugby. At this point in time, we're saying, do enjoy the rest of your day. Compliments of the season to you. And bye-bye for now, and God bless.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.